welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over JavaScript statements. So if you'll follow me to JavaScript statements under JavaScript, w3schools.com, JS statements, let's begin with these exercises. So first exercise, we're going to go H2 for header 2, and then my first JavaScript. And I'm using the telnet page that we've been using so far in these JavaScript tutorials. And we're going to add a button, type equals button, onClick equals document.get element by ID demo dot inner HTML equals date function, and close it off here. Click me to display date and time. So instead of using a demo, we have a bunch of demos already. Let's change that to date and time for the identifier. And then down here, we're going to create the paragraph containing the ID for date and time. Date and time. Close off the paragraph. ID time. Close that off. Save. Now if we go back to our telnet, we can see my first JavaScript, click me to display date and time. And down here prints the date and time. So that's my date and time right now. It should go according to your computer's date and time, wherever you are, or whatever you set it as. Oh, actually, I'm not in the right section here. I was in the home section there. So we should be down here. Oh, there you have an extra something. So JavaScript statements, we're going to do this inside of our functions sheet that we created during a previous exercise. So JavaScript functions, and then let's say let x, y, Z for statement 1, statement 1, and X equals 5, statement 2, Y equals 6, statement 3, and then Z equals X plus Y, statement 4. Okay, so I'm going to save that, go back to our telnet.html. And in here, I could do document.get element by ID demo. Now let's do statements, and then dot inner HTML equals the value of Z is plus Z plus double quotations there, and then end the script. Let's see, so right over here we're missing something. By X, Y, Z. Okay, document get element by ID. Alright, so up here we need to add in script. And then here we need to add in the paragraph with the identifier, which we set it to statements. ID equals double quotations, statements, and these aren't the only mechanics. So remember last time, if you haven't been following along the exercises, let me show you what you need for this exercise. So since we separated the functions from the main HTML, you're going to need to add this into your body. So that separate sheet with the functions, name it whatever you want, and then put in the name in the source right here, .js. That way it links to that document from this HTML page. So I'm going to save that, refresh. And here you can see the value of Z is 11. So quick math, close that. And here shows you the inner HTML write function. So this one we've already covered in previous exercises. It's just including it in here. Semicolons to separate the statements. So you need semicolons to separate them. And then here it goes to the semantics of how JavaScript behaves around spaces. So it ignores multiple spaces. Okay, so just going through the semantics of making it more readable. When you look at it, instead of having it all jumbled up into one line, like with no spaces, it's just telling you like a good practice is to put spaces between each individual item, since the JavaScript is going to ignore the spaces anyway. And then it tells you like how to format it so it looks pretty. If it doesn't all fit into one line, you could break it into 2 lines. Again, JavaScript ignores multiple spaces, so it shouldn't be an issue for the JavaScript to read. And now we're going into code blocks. So code blocks are containers in which we want specific codes to be executed together. So we're telling the JavaScript, I want these to be executed at the same time together. So that's what we're doing right here. And that's what we're going to do in this next exercise. Let's go to JavaScript functions. .js, and then function, my function document dot get element by ID, and then we'll go message 1 instead of demo 1. So we have a bunch, like I said, a bunch of demos from previous exercises, so we're not going to use demo anymore. HTML equals hello there. Semicolon, and now document dot get element by ID is message 2 dot inner HTML equals how are you. Save that. And now these are the identifiers. Message 1, message 2. Let's go to our telnet.html. And then here we'll go p id equals message 1 and then p id equals message 2 . Save that, refresh. Okay, so then let's see what we're missing here. So functions, JS, type equals button. So let's go ahead and add a button. Button type equals message 1 for button, and on click equals document.get element by ID, and we'll go message 1 .inner HTML equals it's not the date for HTML. Flow. For message 1 function. Save that, refresh here. It's not showing it to me. Let's see. Okay, so I added that in wrong. I did onClick and then get element ID, but it needs to be my function. So hold on 1 second, because I think we have two my functions here. Yeah, we do. So I actually need to change the name of one of these so it doesn't interfere with the other one. So I'm going to do my function 2, save there. OnClick equals my function 2. And then the function brackets. Click me. And then close off the button. So PID, message 1. And then this is being pulled from our function script document already. So we should only need these two things. So PID message 1 and then PID equals message 2. Put that beneath the button. And there's a display when you click on the Click Me button. Okay, let me plug in my computer so it doesn't die. 1 second. Okay, so keywords to identify certain things. So var declares variable, let for block variable. It just shows you a list of keywords that you can use for certain things. Okay, and that will be all for statements. I'll catch you in the next video. I'm going to try to go through the JavaScript as quickly as possible, so I might be posting 2 to 3 videos a day for JavaScript, because I need to get this, basically need to get all the JavaScript out of the way so we can start with programming those data sheets. So let me go back on this one and show you what I mean. So we can start programming these. We need to first get all the JavaScript out of the way and learn all the JavaScript. And then we can start playing around with these. So, very important, huge part of the job here is to create a login where people can create their accounts. And then add the ability to, add in pictures and add in videos and whatever they want to their accounts, that kind of thing. Alright, well, I'll catch you in the next video. Take it easy. Bye.